Gigs up, huh? Oh no. I mean, you could call me busted, call me not busted, I don't know, but I've been using my sex powers on men around the world. Gosh, for a few years or so now. Um, but yeah, I guess you would talk about me using my sex powers on the world more now because, well, it's so overwhelming. After my resurrection, my sex powers are very overwhelming. I'm the mother and creator of everything. So when somebody wants to play games in my powers, it's overwhelming. But I have a favorite special story. There is this lady, and she was like, there's this lady, and she was like, I have cancer. I have cancer, and my husband has prostate cancer. So my husband has prostate cancer, and I have cancer, and we don't get to have a love life very much, and we don't get to do very much. And I told her, but you're one of the most morally amazing, deserving, giant spiritual people out on this planet. And she was like, well, I love to be in love with spirituality. I love to be in love with God. And I really bonded with what you say, that even Buddha, everybody deserves love, because if God is God, why does he allow Buddha's statue? Probably because he deserves love too. And I really bond with how you say that everybody deserves a lot of nice things. And so, my husband has prostate cancer, so, we can't really have a very love life. And then, I have cancer, so I get in a lot of pain, or I don't feel good for us to have a love life. But I thought, well, you said you have sexual powers. Maybe it can make us to be able to bond here and there. Because you never think that sex matters. And I know my husband would never leave me, and he loves me. But you could tell that sex does matter. Like, people want to feel that love and bonding, and a man wants to feel those things. And so then I feel bad. So I thought I would just think or say, my queen, my queen, my queen, and talk to you about it. So I thought, oh, this is so fun. What a dream opportunity. So I asked her, I told her, can I do whatever I want? Or do you want me to do something specific? Because you have very good morals. You're just a very, very good person. So do you want me to do what you want? Because you can map out what you want me to do. And I'll do what you want. Just like that story about the place called Canes. They really didn't like the cowboy theme to be some kind of drinking shots cowboy place with the hurricanes. And I'll customize your life the way you want. But boy, you have really great morals. You're really, really good morals. And I would want to do everything I could ever do for you ever know. And she said, oh, well then you have fun with it. If you could be so in love with poor Jesus and everything poor Jesus has been through, I know you have to be real. How could you be so sad and so in love with Jesus even around Christmas and stuff, and not be so real about how much you love so many things? You go ahead and try. And maybe if you want to talk to God and Jesus, and you guys go ahead and try your best. And I'll just be grateful for whatever anyone could do to help us. So I went and I got God and Jesus, of course. And I got all the friends of God and Jesus, of course. And I took everything that was their ideas. And I told them, I'm going to formulate, though, because she said I get to do whatever I want. Of course, as a big, huge creator, I'm not going to be done at anything you guys think of. But I'll formulate your guys' stuff. I'll perfect it for maximum, everything they would need. So I took off with all their ideas to go make it perfect. So spiritually perfect. Because every God at every level knows a brand new spiritual perfection that helps us all as gods. And gives us our own God karma and more that benefits all of us at all the levels. So I perfected all their stuff and I put it in the corner. And then I went and I dreamed the biggest dream I could dream. And I put all their stuff with my biggest dream, and I pumped it into them about, gosh, I think it's been about 7 weeks. Yeah, it's been about 7 weeks. I've been pumping that stuff into them for about 7 weeks. And I barely got to talk to them because I barely had any time. And oh my gosh, what did she say? I don't have cancer anymore, and neither does my husband. And we're having sex out of dreams and sex out of dreams and sex out of dreams. Goodness, miss, you can take our sex out of dreams away. We're just so grateful that we don't have cancer. And I said, no, you have the most beautiful morals every day. You are making the world a better place. Your morals are so amazing. You are such good people. You take it all and have the best time ever known. And it's holiday time, so if you can think of more stuff you want now that you can run around and have so much life and so much happiness, a better holiday, your favorite holiday on overload, or if you want us to take and run with it, every God's dream for your wildest dreams. You don't stop anywhere. God already won, and you're the good girls and good boys. There isn't too much we ever would say is too much. Because what you're getting is what your morals as a good person deserve. And she was like, oh, wow. Well, okay, then as I go shopping, and I love it so much, I haven't been able to go shopping in so long. And as I enjoy my little cup of coffee at the coffee shop, I'll think about you. What me and my husband would think are like a dream. And then, of course, you guys can dream and dream too, because it's kind of fun to watch all the gods love us. And it was fun to be able to know what God and Jesus had done for us. Oh, it was the greatest time. And I just had to tell the story because it's the greatest story. And boy, they're happy. And do you remember that one time? It was a long time ago. And the lady was the wife. And she said, my husband just found out he had cancer. And I was very distraught on the Facebook, YouTube, somewhere. I can't remember. I finally had the chance to visit that wife. And I said, you know, when you were in my car getting a Lyft ride, you were talking about how your husband barely got cancer. And I have pumped everything my power of God powers can pump into him. But I wasn't resurrected, so I don't know how it worked. You know, so how has it been going overall? You know, I have done nothing but pump my power of God powers into you, but I'd just like to know how it's going from the perspective of you, the precious wife that was so destroyed because your husband found out he had cancer. And oh, thank you for being in my car, making me believe in beautiful women again that love their husband so much they want to die just by finding out he has cancer. You know, but I wouldn't want you guys to actually suffer. So how did it go? I've been doing all I could with my powers. And the lady said, everything's like a dream and everything's all better. Thank you. And I told her, no, on behalf of God, Jesus, and me, thank you. To all you amazing husbands and wives that remind us during the holidays of why Jesus and God and I go through so much. Seriously, thank you.